we are selling some in-the-money covered calls on ULTY. With that, we've collected $1,200 on the week. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video, we're going to talk about all that we've accomplished this week, as well as our plans for the remaining week. So, if you're new to the channel, though, this is an income-generating account where our goal is to collect at least $600 every single week, which we've done now successfully for 41 straight weeks. We do this through selling cash-secured puts, which means we're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. We do it through selling covered calls, which means we're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. And we do it through credit spreads. And finally, from dividends from ULTY, TSYY, and now YBIT. So, first thing I want to do is jump into our trade history to show all that we made, full transparency. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the beautiful Premium Generals. It's an exclusive group, costs $10 a month, and in here I post private educational videos such as how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads, as well as private portfolio updates and every trade that I make when I make it. So you'll be first to know, and most importantly, like I said, you get to be in every single video. So if you want to see your face or your name pop up in the videos, go ahead, check out the channel. You might learn a couple things, and we would love to have you. Great group of people. I also do have a Fiverr. I'll put that link in the description below. And that's if you're looking for a little bit more in-depth one-on-one option selling education. So love to have you in either group. Otherwise, just subscribing to the channel is huge. Help me get to that goal of 5,000 subscribers. And with that being said, guys, let's get back into the Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about before I go into the ULTY covered calls are the positions I rolled this week. Remember, when you sell a cash secured put, you are agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. You get paid a credit just to agree to buy something you wanted to buy. Every time you sell a cash secured put, you select an expiration date. And when that expiration date comes around, look at AMC here. We agreed to buy it for $3 a share. It was set to expire on 10/31. Rather than let it expire, I decided to roll it out till 12/9 or roughly 45 days. I like to go between 30 and 60 days on my roll, and I got paid another credit, $30. This is on top of all the premiums I've collected so far from rolling the position, opening the position, things like that. I love rolling positions, makes it easy to generate income. Again, guys, my trades are my opinion, should never be taken as financial advice. But I think selling cash secured puts and covered calls is the easiest way to generate income. Getting paid just to agree to buy or sell something, pretty awesome. So now, the meat of the week, ULTY. It's currently trading about $5. We sold an in-the-money covered call at $4.50. That means we are getting paid to agree to sell it for $4.50. We got paid roughly $445 to sell 10 contracts. Every contract is 100 shares. So we're agreeing to sell ULTY for $4.50, 1,000 shares of it. And we got paid $445 to do so, which is pretty fantastic. The reason I'm selling in the money covered calls is it's a little bit of downside protection as ULTY continues to come down. I am trying to maximize that cash flow, so I'm getting paid on the dividends. When you sell a covered call, you own the shares. So I'm still going to get paid on these dividends unless they would get called away. So until they get called away, I am going to get paid in dividends along with this premium or the credits that I collected. I put these credits into ULTY to buy another 100 and some shares, which lowered my cost average down to $5.79. We'll look at that in a minute. But my goal with this is to roll it out another week or two. To roll it out in another week or two, another month out, hopefully get another $400. Then even if it would get assigned, I've made more than enough on the premiums collected as well as the dividends collected on the positions, which again, allow me to generate more income. That's my whole goal with ULTY, generate income as quickly as I can. And with these covered calls and the dividends, I'm doing so. So let's take a look at ULTY here. Like I said, they're going to pay us about $429 in dividends this week. That's pretty awesome. Let's add that $445 to our, the $445 from ULTY covered call premiums into that. So ULTY has given us about $800 this week. That's pretty awesome. So now you can see I have 5,174 shares, average cost of $5.79. I will take that gladly as I continue to lower it down with these covered calls. I'm only doing it on 1,000 of the 5,000 shares. I want to test it for a couple of weeks, see how many times I can roll it before it gets called away. And then my end goal is to do it on all 5,000 shares and allow me to generate roughly $400 or so every single month just from covered calls on top of like the $2,000 a month in dividends. So that's my goal with ULTY. I'm hoping it stays at $5 or maybe even at $4.90. I just don't want it to run up too much. But now that I sold covered calls, guys, no doubt ULTY will run up. But between options and dividends, we'll have collected just over $1,200 this week. The last payment that'll hit this account is YBIT, where is YBIT? Let me find it. I'm trying to get 500 shares of that using distributions from ULTY, TSYY, as well as some option premiums. We're at 205 shares, and it's only been 2 weeks of investing. We're going to get paid about $27 this week from them, so that'll get reinvested in there. So after 2 weeks of buying shares using distributions and premiums, I'm already at 205 shares, so I'm going to hit that 500 share goal total very soon. But with that being said, guys, I know I passed a lot in there, and I appreciate you being here and letting me ramble on about my educational journey in investing. And if you would, subscribe to the channel, help me get to 5,000 subscribers. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one.